Hey, well, good morning. This is Gail Dudley with your news in motion. Today is Wednesday. Hello, Wednesday. It is Wednesday, June the 9th, 2021. Come on in the room, people. I know y'all up in here. Come on in the room. Come on and hang out with Gail Dudley this morning. We have a lot of news on our plates, and I cannot wait to get started. In addition to that, we have a guest today. Hopefully, she'll be coming into the green room soon and we can talk with her. Good morning, Regina Short. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Jeffrey Allen James. Good morning. So, yeah, y'all see me looking around. I'm trying to see how many cameras I have on. Good morning, Kenny Stanley. Good morning to you. Good morning, Yvonne. Good morning. So, y'all, it's a beautiful day. I have to tell y'all that, good morning, Latrice Jones. I have to tell y'all that the prayers of the righteous availeth much. Good morning, Sandra Rogers. Good morning. Good morning, Deborah Johnson. Good morning to you, girl. Good morning, Deborah Sneed. Come on in the room, y'all. Y'all, seriously. Transparent moment. Good morning to Kenya Noel. Y'all, news and motion. The team we were talking news and motion these past 2 days. There's been an anointing, a special flow, and we're excited. Good morning to my biological brother, Louis Pryor III. Good morning, Kim Edmondson. Good morning, Felicia Williams. Good morning, Donita. Good morning. Kamaya gets her second shot today. Great. Take pictures, Kenny. Take pictures, whether it's you or Kelly that's going. Take pictures. And good morning, Kelly Stanley. Good morning, Kimberly Graves. But seriously, y'all, we were just looking, seeing how it's almost as if we're riding a wave. It's as if we are in the flow of Jesus and things are happening. Good morning, Zell Ray. Y'all, that's one of our team members, Zell Ray, Dale Simmons. So when y'all see her commenting on my post, y'all know who she is. Good morning, Gracie. Good morning, Adrian. But y'all, God is doing some amazing things, and I am so excited about it. Good morning, Hester. I am so excited about it. I'm looking to see if the person is in the green room yet. They're not, but that's okay, because trust me, I have a lot of news. I actually like these kind of news cycles. This is hashtag Wednesday Workshop. And again, whether our guest comes on or not, is hashtag. And our guest is 3 hours behind us. Good morning, Pastor Alex. And I was like, are you sure? We're talking 4:30 a.m. in your time zone. And she's pumped. She said yes. So hopefully she's not having any challenges getting on. Good morning, Marion Jackson. And I see her coming in here as soon as I said that. Now, she doesn't know I can see. Well, she knows now that I can see her, but of course she's not on here yet. And I just want to tell y'all, she came in like, boom, what? She came in here all gorgeous and everything. You wouldn't know it's 4:30 in her neck of the woods. Good morning, Pastor Annette. Good morning. You tried to get vaccinated yesterday and was told to come back in 2 days. How is this a walk-in clinic? Yeah, that's a great question. Good morning, Dr. Kim Carter. Yeah, we have so much news. So I would love to sit here and say hello to all of you, but I can't. I got to get going because we got a lot to cover. I see you coming up in here, Stephanie Burbridge Hall. I see you. All right, y'all, let's get started. All right, our quote for this week, bam, the art of being happy lies in the power of extracting happiness, from common things. Let me read that again. The art of being happy lies in the power of extracting happiness from common things. I see you, Pastor Antoinette, rolling up in here. I see y'all. All right, y'all, before we get our guest on here, y'all, let's talk about this. Boom. Y'all, what the heck? Listen, I thought I was under attack yesterday. Y'all remember the bird movie? I thought I was in the bird movie with cicadas yesterday. I'm like, what is going on? They were hitting my car while I was at a stoplight. stoplight by a park and I could see them coming from these trees. I said, no, And they were like going down where my windshield wipers were. I was like, oh, I can't handle this. I can't handle this. Y'all, I felt under attack. And then the truck beside me was blowing his horn like that was going to do something. And he was in there. So one must have gotten in his truck. He was in there flopping his arms. I was like, dude, don't drive yet. Because guess what, y'all? I had just read about an article of a woman in Cincinnati who crashed her car, who crashed her car, who had an accident because a cicada got through her window. She was driving. So, y'all, cicadas is causing havoc. It doesn't stop there, y'all. Guess what else happened? The press pool, who comes from the White House, was flying to Europe to be with President Biden and the administration. The plane in D.C. was grounded because what? Cicadas had taken over the engine and they could not get the plane going. But no problem. They called another plane to get the press pool over to where President Biden was. But y'all, this is happening. Y'all, these cicadas are taking over. I'm just wondering, does any of you come in contact with cicadas? Seriously. Yep, you're right, Pastor Antoinette. They're all over the place. They have caused accidents. Y'all, they're huge. They are huge. I guess every 17 years, supposedly they're supposed to be gone by the end of July. I'm going to need July to come on. I'm going to need it to come on. Because yesterday, I'm telling y'all remember the Bird movie, right? Or am I too old? Y'all remember the Bird movie? Where the birds just like took over everything. That's how these cicadas were yesterday. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, that's it. I just need to go home. So if you don't want to stay home because of mask mandates or the coronavirus or anything like that, the cicadas will keep you home. They will keep you home. And I hear that people are eating these things. Why? Why are you eating cicadas? Why? Y'all, Deborah said your yard is full and they make these noises. And I'm like, oh my gracious. Just go away. Just go away. I'm going to just need you to go away. Pastor Antoinette, I can send you an audio clip. I don't need to hear it. I don't need to hear it. You're right, Yvonne. The Bird movie is scary. And these cicadas are scary. Alfred Hitchcock, The Bird. So y'all can all be watching the Bird movie today. All right, y'all. The U.S. passed one of the largest industrial bills in history. Its goal is to help the U.S. tech industry compete in China. Y'all know President Biden's walking around like, whatever. Go ahead and say you coming back in August, but nobody's going to want you in August because I'm doing a thing up in here. Yeah, he thinks he's going to be reinstated in August. That's another story. It ain't going to happen. Y'all, Chipotle. How many of you out here like Chipotle? Y'all, they have hiked their prices by 4% to accommodate rising wages. I ain't mad at you. I'm going to bring her in here in a minute. Y'all, I got a couple more items of news. First off, how do y'all like? I saw that Latrice had posted this yesterday. I had posted something different yesterday. How do y'all like, those of you who come in here every morning, Monday through Friday, to get your news in motion, how do y'all like we ahead of the game? Y'all, Bloomberg was reporting news I reported 2 days ago, late yesterday. I was like, Bloomberg, come on, you got all them billions of dollars. Either hire me on your staff and take my show and pay us, or get up to date with the news. And then some local news, Latrice Jones showed that some local, y'all pumped up today. And I'm excited. And I do carry an honor of pride this morning. Not the kind of pride that's boastful, that's going to take me out of here. But to know, y'all, the excitement is to know that news in motion, we get the alerts, we comb the news, and we're giving you things real time. Y'all, I'm excited about that. So tell your friends, go ahead and hit the share button. So y'all need to watch this news. Hello, somebody. That's what needs to happen. Yeah, y'all, I'm pumped up today because y'all, our guest is thebomb.com. Y'all, listen here before I bring her in here. Y'all, we pay more taxes. Yeah. And I'm, once again, Warren Buffett, I need you to see this video and I need you to call me. Call me, Mr. Buffett. I want to know, I just want 3 minutes of your time. Mr. Buffett, you want to come on News in Motion? Hello, somebody. Come on in News in Motion, Mr. Buffett. We want to know the secret. We just want to get to a meal. Now, we know you got billions with a B. We just want to get to a meal. But get this, y'all, on Tuesday, an analyst on ProPublica, this is a data from IRS, found that 25 wealthiest Americans pay relatively little and sometimes no federal income tax between 2014 and 2018. The report showed that while the median income in American household earning roughly $70,000, we paid 14% more. That ain't right. That ain't right, y'all. This is coming out of Forbes. Americans paid a true tax rate of 3.4% according to tabulations from Forbes, excuse me. The documents revealed the stark inequity of American tax system as guys like Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk were able to benefit from a complex web of loopholes. Just teach me the loophole. We just want to know about the loophole. Just teach us the loophole. Y'all, this is also why some top executives like Mark Zuckerberg, they only take $1 salary a year because they get taxed on their salary. They get taxed on their income, not stocks and bonds until they sell them. Y'all, we need to learn this. We need to know how to buy into. Hester, we're going to have you on the show to teach us some of this, how to buy into things, how to invest. Y'all, we need to study the history, not, yes, we need to know about the Tulsa race massacre. Absolutely. In conjunction with that, let's also go back a little bit further to get an understanding of Black Wall Street and see what we can implement. But here's the problem. I'm coming, sister. I'm coming. I'm bringing you on in a moment. Here's the problem. We fight each other, so we can't get ahead. See, y'all, that's a slave mentality. That's a slave mindset. We need to break this mindset, this slave mentality that we have to compete against each other. We need to stop comparing each other, yourselves with someone else, and we have to stop competing. Y'all, even if we're doing the same things, similar things, we all still have a niche. The word says in Psalms 139 that he has uniquely made us, which means there's something on the inside of me that's not on the inside of you. So we could be doing the same thing. We can be lifting up each other and we can both be successful. Say amen, somebody. I feel like I'm in church right here. Just go ahead and say amen, somebody. But get this, y'all. Warren Buffett is an advocate of higher taxes on the rich, which is a true tax rate of 10%. Okay, well, I'm sorry, 0.10%. Let me get that right. Because his income comes from a form of lower tax capital gains. I don't know how to explain all that. Go read it for yourself. You can find this in Forbes. You can find this on ProPublica. You can find this on Politico. You can find this on Business Insider. Now, the people who paid the lowest are Warren at 0.1%, Jeff Bezos 0.98%, Mike Bloomberg 1.3%, and Elon Musk 3.27%. Yeah. All right, y'all. Time for me to bring this sister on. I just love her. Y'all, she is coming to us from Arizona this morning. And that is, she over here cutting up, y'all. Y'all can't even see her yet. That is Aleatheia. Boom. What's up, girl?
Hey,
how are you?
Good morning. I am great, like really great, like overly great.
Yay! Y'all, the reason I'm bringing Aleatheia on here this morning, she and I have been in several conversations. We are friends. We met each other, and it was like 5 minutes later, we were like, I don't know. We were cutting up. They probably wanted to kick us out of this event, but whatever. Literally. Yeah, she said, But y'all, we got into a conversation yesterday when I was talking about how Americans are now at a place of drinking, and how women who maybe have 5 children, maybe 3 in elementary school, 1 in preschool, one a newborn, how she came home from her corporate job and she found herself in Aldi's and got the winking out for $3.99 like the most of us did. And now she is just drinking ongoing. We started talking about trauma. We started talking about issues that we hide from and the masks that we wear. And I was reminded of Aleatheia's story. And Aleatheia, every question I'm asking her, y'all, she gave me permission to ask. She wants to share this. And I'll start, and here's the reason why I wanted her on the show. Not too long ago, it's about a year now, right, Aleatheia?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. Her
Yeah.
husband suddenly passed away.
Mhm.
We're talking a businesswoman, a minister, a photographer, a business owner, her own career, things that are going on in her life. And she pretty much became paralyzed from that.
Mhm.
So much so, she was being suffocated. She was suffocating herself. She talked with me about her weight. She talked with me about her emotions, her mental state, her mindset. And then she also, in our conversation, she said to me, I was ready to commit suicide. So, y'all, after our conversation yesterday, I thought it was only fitting to bring her in and for her to just briefly share her story. She only has about 3 to 5 minutes, but she's going to briefly share her story. But she's also made herself available to speak with any of you after this broadcast. Y'all, if y'all know someone who is struggling right now, if y'all know someone who has lost a loved one, if y'all know someone who just needs to hear someone's story to see how they hit bottom, but now, y'all, she's on a new ventures out of this world. My God. You want to share this video or you want to contact somebody and say, hey, get on here right now. You're getting ready to hear from someone. Y'all, she woke up at, 3:30 to get all cute. She had to have. And so she's 3 hours behind. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Aleatheia, starting with this question. I'll come off the screen. I'll let you take over. How did you get through? That's my question for you. How did you get through from loss to thinking about suicide, seriously thinking about suicide, to now a new adventure? I know I only gave you a short time, but go ahead, take it over.
All right. Thank you so much, Gail. I really appreciate that. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone from Arizona. Great question. I get asked that question a whole lot, is how did I make it through? And it was, through everything that I went through, the first 90 days of my life was horrible. I just remember taking meds and, just not, I hated waking up every day, right? I remember calling 911 because I was just ready to end it all. And I just remember being in that mindset of, I can remember a little bit because a lot of it is kind of blank to me. It's kind of like a blackout area to me, but the most that I can remember is calling 911, telling the doctor in the hospital where I was at and what I wanted to do. And I hated waking up every day. So 9/23/2019, my life changed like drastically, like that quick, in 8 hours, right? And just when I got out the hospital and I came home, and I realized that day, okay, the Lord must got me here for a reason. I was angry at the Lord, and I'm just being honest. I said, Lord, we did your will. We did everything you said do. I said, I don't understand. I said, my husband, I used to joke with him all the time. I said, you just super deep. And so basically, he loved you too. So I'm like, he loved you. I loved you. We did what you said. How can you do this to us? And how could you do this after 18 years? Why would you do this? And so I said, okay. So when I realized that I was still here, I started being happy about waking up, right? And so basically, when I began to, every time I woke up, I said, okay, I woke up, I breathed, I took my time, I woke up every day. It was a struggle. I remember not even sleeping in my room because that's where he was found at, right? And so basically, I was sleeping on my pull-out couch in the living room, and I did that for several months. And one day, the Lord hit me, and he was just like, wake up. And he held me and he hugged me, and I could just feel his arms around me. And I couldn't understand why he still chose to hug me, even though I was angry with him. Does that make sense? And so basically, when he hugged me that day, um, I actually got up, I got my shower, I called a coworker and I said, please come go with me. I'm ready to find me an apartment. And everything I had to do by myself. So all of these things I had to do by myself, I had never done before, finding a place, signing a lease and things like that. And so basically that particular moment when I realized that God still loved me, I was about that, right? I was getting to be happy about up. I was still medicated. I was still on medication for depression and things like that. And so I could just remember one day just sitting there holding myself and rocking and things like that. And I just decided one day to stop taking my medicine too, right? Because now I figured out that the Lord loved me. He still hugged me. He's still, he's still there. He's not mad at me, even though I was still mad at him for taking my right. I'm like, okay, so things had to change. So my life began to change. And it changed for the better. My cousin has had a family gathering in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and he had a family gathering. And I just that one day picked up my phone and got online and ordered a ticket. I ordered this ticket and I went to Alabama at the end of January. And I remember, and this is my 4th month out from losing the love of my life. That particular moment, I had my aunties all surrounded around me, and we was at a lake, and I said, I'm ready to allow my husband to rest, right? So at that moment, we was at a lake, and this lake is where my mom and all her sisters and brothers grew up on. What better way to tell my husband, okay, I'm ready to allow you to rest so that I can live? Because me and my husband conversated about this. He told me, he said, after a 12-week marriage class, came to me and said, okay, we need to talk about if whoever go first, right? And it was just the most uncomfortablest conversation ever. And it was in 2017. And he said, if I was to go first, you have to make me a promise that you still gonna live. And I was like, it was just one of them conversations. I was just like, I really just don't want to talk about this. I don't understand why you want to talk about this. This is crazy. And so he said, yes, you have to promise me that you're gonna live. And if I go, here's where all my words are. They're in my Google Drive. You're fine. You're gonna be taken care of. We got life insurance. Like, he just gave me everything, right? And so I was just so I was just so outdone because, again, I was so numb during the whole process. The only thing I did was showed up at the funeral home to make the payment. And my friends took care of everything else, and I showed up at the service. I was just numb to all of it, right? And so, but that day in Alabama, when I released him and I said, I'm going to release you, I'm going to let you rest so I can begin to live, right? So it still took months and months for me to go ahead and do that. But at the same time, I wasn't on medicine no more. So I'm like, I mastered depression, right? Nope, I didn't master it. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? And guess what? The Lord reminded me that you forgot to talk to me. You forgot to come to me and tell me, you forgot to appreciate this. You forgot to, appreciate this area and that area. And, he just started showing me different things. And finally, I was like, oh, I really got to talk to you. I mean, seriously, that was my struggle. Nobody, I mean, if people didn't, I mean, people always say, oh, I went to the Lord. Oh, I went to the Lord. I didn't go to the Lord. I'm just being honest. I'm being transparent. I did not go to the Lord because I was angry with him. I was angry, right? But sooner, about 6 months down the line in 2020, now remind you, I'm going through grief. I'm going to grief share classes. I'm on counseling every 4 days. I'm at my counselor, my therapist office every 4 days. I'm literally still going through 2020, and here comes COVID, right? So not only am I quarantined, I'm grieving, I'm a mess. So I'm a whole mess. And so, I mean, it was some days I couldn't even drive. I would have to Uber to my appointments because I was just such a depressed mess, right? And so again, once I came off of the medicine and became to, just getting myself together, I woke up and said, today is the day that I'm going to find out who Aleatheia is. So I never knew who I was. I didn't know who I was. I took care of my mom. I took care of my dad. I took care of my husband. I took care of my kids. I owned a in-home daycare for 20 years. I did photography. Everybody was important to me but me. So that's what happened to me. I finally found out who Aleatheia was. So once I found out who she was, she began to live, right? And so that was exciting. The journey has been exciting to me. It's been exciting to me. I mean, I did everything. People, when people say that they go through, things and they hide behind what they went through, I don't hide behind what I went through because I didn't know that my story was going to help somebody else, right? I did the drinking. I did the whole. I even tried marijuana, stuff that I ain't even tried before. I was messed up. I was literally messed up. I'm telling you. Listen, if you don't believe in getting help, you need to believe in getting help. I did not know. I used to joke about people. You need to go sit on somebody's couch. And here I was sitting on somebody's couch in 2019. And I ain't ashamed of it, okay? I am not ashamed of sitting on somebody's couch. I ain't ashamed of getting some help. It's all right to have a therapist. I still got a therapist today. He's my same therapist. I just did my counseling yesterday. I'm just not ashamed, but I'm a better me today because of it. So I would say that anybody that is going through whatever you're going through, if you need help, get help. If you don't think you need help, you do need help. Usually that's the time when people think they don't need help, that's when they really need help. And that's what I found out for me, is that I really needed help. But I tell you what, to God be the glory, I made it. I'm standing today. I'm happy within who I am. I allow my husband to rest. My heart is at peace. Now that I'm learning who I am, I woke up. I had weight loss surgery December 28th because my health was battling after I lost my husband. My blood pressure, my everything, my numbers. I wasn't diabetic, but my blood work, everything was just a mess, right? So I decided to take care of me once again. And December 28th, I had the weight loss surgery. I am down 80 pounds. Yay! So I had the weight loss surgery. I went from 3 blood pressure pills to 1, which is only 5 milligrams. I am no longer on depression medication. I'm just happy. I began to travel. I left the country for the first time in my life. I own my first passport as of 2020. I used my passport as of 2021. Listen, this new journey that I have, I'm just excited about. And I was more excited. I was kind of like, oh, you want me to share your story, but share my story? And I'm like, you sure? I don't know if people ready for that. And so, and I've been humble, very, very grateful about sharing my story with anyone. I'm now an advocate for the Weight Loss Center as well. I actually advocate to women that's thinking about having the surgery. And let me tell you, I've been sharing my story and I didn't know how much inspired I was about my own self. So what I did, I'm gonna say this, and I don't know if my time is up, but I was watching a movie and I fell asleep on this movie and a quote came out in this movie. And this is the quote I stand on. I became a hero of my own story. So one day, anytime you're going through, always remember, become a hero of your own story. I'm my own hero, hero, however you want to put it. Listen, I wake up encouraged every day. Every day, my career has gotten even greater within my company. I just got a promotion on yesterday. Listen, God is showing out I told him, I said, whatever you're doing, keep on doing it. I'm here for it. So thank you so much, Gail, for allowing me to share my story on this morning. I'm so honored, very humble. I really appreciate you bringing me on this morning. Thank you so much.
Look, I was like, nope, she can have all the time she wants, girlfriend, because you are freeing people. I don't know if you saw some of the comments that were coming up, and I'm sure you can see them later. But look, y'all, girl, you blessed some people today.
I was trying to get it out fast. I'm sorry.
No, you no. I'm like, forget that. This is news. Forget everything else. Let me
Okay.
just quickly, don't go nowhere, Aleatheia. Y'all, the coronavirus recovery numbers are 28,220,863. Again, the recovery numbers are 28,220,863. With that said, I'm coming right back to you, Aleatheia. I'm letting you have the inspirational message today, too. We're going to sign off with you. So how do you want to encourage someone? You said something really key. You said, what was that quote again? I'm my hero.
Becoming a hero of your own story.
Becoming a hero of your own story. So
Yeah.
unpack that for us, and then I'll sign us out of here, because I don't know. You got to look at all these comments on here. And you all, if you know that somebody needs to hear this story, let them know that the replay will be here. Just send them over here. Aleatheia, you touched me. I'm sitting here like, I don't want to come back on. You know, I have a team of millennials, and they're all, I'm looking at their comments. They're like, mom, let her keep going. Let her keep going. Let her keep going. And they're like, what'd she say? What'd she say? So go ahead, take it over. Give us the inspirational message, Aleatheia.
Okay, so yeah, thank you so much. So any case, becoming a hero of your own story. That was just a message that stood out to me. It stood out to me in a movie, and that is something that I woke up to, and I woke up and I said, that's what I want to be. I want to become a hero of my own story. You know, you can be a hero for somebody else. You can be a hero for this person, your kids, your grandkids, your whatever. But I wanted to be a hero of my own story. And so I knew what I know what my story looks like, right? Because my life changed in 8 hours. And I didn't go into the whole thing in the beginning, but this is what I wanted to share. This is how my life changed. My husband woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning. We're in the bathroom brushing our teeth together, trying to hurry up because I'm on a cane, and he had to take me to work so that I wouldn't have to walk from the parking garage to my building. He took me to work, dropped me off, gave me a kiss, and said, I'll see you later, and have a good day. Did that. I called him about 15 minutes later. I asked him to text me some information I needed. He texted me the information that I needed. I texted him at lunchtime. I called him at my lunchtime. No answer. At 2 p.m. Arizona time, I got off of work. I called, no answer. Called, no answer. I tried to reach out to him on Facebook Messenger, no answer. I called my dog sitter. She's the only one in Arizona that had a key to my home. I said, can you, I don't even remember her name. Wow. I said, please go to my home, check on my husband, because he's not here to pick me up. And this lady, she was so sweet. She went, and I can see my dog on the camera running around, but I couldn't see him. And so I'm calling out his name on this camera, and she called me and said to me, she said, just as nice and sweet, she said, yeah, your husband's here. He's asleep. I just can't wake him up. And I said, okay. Because she was real sweet. She wasn't in shock or anything, right? And she said, but he's real cold. And my heart dropped. Like everything just dropped. My heart dropped. It was just crazy, right? And I said, call 911. And so she said, okay. She hung up the phone. I hung up the phone. I called Lyft. I got me a Lyft. I was on a ride. That was the longest. I'm talking about the longest ride of my life. I pulled up to my home, and when I got to my home, I seen a bunch of police outside, and I just knew that because she didn't call me back, she didn't say anything. And so when I got home, it was a bunch of police standing outside our townhome, and I knew that this was not good. So I got out the car, and the police. Now this is one part I do remember. They was so rude. Let me tell you how rude they was. Right? They said, "Are you Aleatheia Mason?" Now remind you, I'm still trying to get out this car with this cane. I got one leg still stuck in the car. And they like, are you Aleatheia Mason? Yes, I'm Aleatheia Mason. Okay, John Mason has died. That's how they gave it to me. Nothing else. They didn't give it to me no other way. And all I remember was I blacked out in the parking lot. And when I woke up, I was sitting on a chair. And I woke up, I was sitting on a chair in a parking lot. And there was a lady in my face. And she was asking me, can she pray for me? And she said, I don't know what's going on, but can I pray for you? And I'm just looking at this lady like, I don't know who you is. Like, what you talking about? I mean, literally, that's how I woke up. So in any case, that's the day on 9/23, I came home, right? So listen, that's the way I came home. But today I stand today with joy in my heart. No more medication to help me get through the day. I enjoy and love waking up, right? No
Amen.
more not loving waking up. I love waking up because I know that every day I wake up, I'm still a hero of my own story.
Oh my gosh, I love y'all. Y'all know what I say. Stay well, everyone. And remember, make some moves. Peace out. Thank you, Aleatheia. Thank you.
Thank you.